morning, all empathic sensitive souls. It's Denise here. Happy middle of the week, Wednesday. I forgot to let you know on Monday that I was going to be on late on Wednesday because I'm not working today. I have to run my sister to an appointment and it's an all day excursion. So I decided to just sleep in. How has your week gone? Mine has been, for only 2 days at work, is pretty topsy turvy, but that's okay. How do the cards resonate with you this week? Peaks of joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. I found myself doing some silly things and I have to laugh at myself. And then, of course, I share it with my coworker, and then she laughs, and then we all laugh, and then it just eases some of the tension that's going on at work. So laughter is a good medicine, isn't it? Especially when I do something silly and it's like, what was I thinking? And then I just, of course, my imagination gets the best of me and I laugh even more. Did you find something to be cheerful about, or something within you that made you laugh or made you smile? When I tell a story about, say, my drive into work, I always embellish it and make it larger than life. And it becomes usually entertaining, even though, almost hitting a deer on the way to work is, but still it was quite funny. Because I have to put a humorous spin on it. And it just makes the experience, looking back on it, humorous, but it also makes the workplace funny because then people, they roll their eyes and they laugh because it's outlandish or silly. And that helps to, again, lighten the load, because as the days get darker, we need to find more light. And where do we find light? Well, within. And we have so much light, it's ridiculous, but we just don't always see it and always recognize it within ourselves. And then to share it with others, to spread the joy, spread the warmth, spread the happiness. And of course, towards the holiday season, we have to do that more and more and more, because I think people need it. And we need it. And of course, I get a charge, a kick, a oomph out of making other people laugh or chuckle or smile, or taking the stressful burden off of them even for a moment. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Joy is contagious. Did you find any joy this week so far? And then the rescue card, you're always safe and secure and always free to be yourself. I, at work now, more so than ever in the past, feel more secure within me to just be me. I've had coworkers in the past come up and say, what is your problem? Why are you smiling? Why are you cheerful? Why are you humming? Why are you singing? Why? Because they're unhappy. And while I can commiserate with the unhappiness, I can't live there constantly, day in and day out. It just makes my work experience miserable. And I don't want to be miserable. And so I like to hum, or especially a little ditty, and then it gets stuck in everybody's head, and then it makes them question my sanity, which is perfectly fine, because then it breaks the monotony of the drudgery and dreariness that can be work. Safety is a place within. If you feel safe and secure within yourself, it doesn't matter what others think about you. I am slowly learning this, and it's taken an awful long time, and it's really hard for me not to be concerned with how others think. Because when I was being brought up, it was, well, what will your friends think? Well, what will the neighbors think? Well, what will others think? Well, what was... None of my business. But there was always that expectation of trying to guilt you into acting accordingly, or doing what you're supposed to do, or wearing the correct clothes. And that just doesn't work anymore. I can't live my life thinking, well, what will others think? And I find it fascinating with people who are so free to be themselves. I look at them in awe. Like, wow, how did you achieve that level of confidence in yourself? I'm working towards it. Slow but sure, but I'm making progress. Last night was case in point. I had an auxiliary meeting, and one of the ladies snapped out because I made a suggestion, and she was very adamant and not very nice about it. She wasn't on the Zoom meeting on face, she was on phone, so we couldn't see her. Would she have acted the same if we could have seen her face? Probably not as harsh. Before, I would have totally taken that so personally, it would have devastated me and I would have been crying. And last night it was, oh, she's got some unresolved issues. Oh, she's upset about a money issue. And I didn't care one way or the other. I just threw the suggestion out there. I didn't take it personally. It's like, oh, well, but I really don't care. You guys make the decision. I don't, it's up to the group, not to me. And it was funny because she kept then trying to apologize. Well, I don't mean it to sound harsh, but yes, you do mean it to sound harsh, but that's okay. That's on you. And I was amazed that I was so calm about the whole exchange because, again, it didn't matter to me one way or the other. And it wasn't about me, it was about her. And she was having a minor meltdown with it. That's fine, whatever. But just the growth that I witnessed within myself over something like that surprised me. The only bad thing is that it really took the tone of the meeting from, yay, let's band together, work together, and come up with solutions, to, are we done yet? I'm ready to get off this thing. And you could tell by the faces of everyone on the meeting that it really affected everyone, which is sad. But knowing that it wasn't about me and not taking it personally, for me, was a huge win. So learning and growing, taking the cards, reading them. The hardest part I have is during the week remembering them. So it's helpful for me to hop on Wednesday and say, oh yeah, hey, this is what we're talking about this week. And then I go back and, oh yeah, that is what happened. That is what I did. Oh, that did. Oh yeah, that resonates. Hindsight is 20/20, right? But now I'm trying to keep the focus in my head during the week. So I look for those moments of joy, or I try to create a moment of happiness. Even if it's just me listening to an awesome Tchaikovsky suite on the classic radio station. I love classical music. Or sometimes they play something really, John Sousa, and woo, there we go. And add some excitement to the day. So it's trying to remember to act before and not just have a reaction. So we'll see how it works. How's it going with your week? The most important support that you can expect is from spirit. Get into the right relationship with the divine and you'll see many conditions line up as if by magic. So the more that I am joyful, the more that I am happy, the more that I am trying to align with happiness and joyfulness, the more things line up that create happiness and joyfulness for me. So that's something to think about. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I will hop back in on Friday, normal regular operating time this time because I am working on Friday. Have a great rest of your week. I will check back. Bye for now.